According to Fabrizio Romano, the medical for Renato Veiga has been completed. And you know what that means? That means it's almost a here we go time, a done deal that sees Renato Veiga, the Portuguese left back slash centre back, apparently can also play in central midfield as well, um, to join Chelsea. So Fabrizio Romano broke the news, or rather informed us earlier on um, in the past weeks that he'll be signing for Chelsea, and I made a video to that effect as well. And now he's completed medical, so that means everything is set, and he'll probably will be announced very very soon, maybe later this week or early next week, maybe from the US. So and hopefully maybe he plays in the August game versus Inter Milan. Let's see how that goes, how that pans out. So what do you think in general about this move now that it's nearing completion and it's very, very soon going to be formalized? Are you happy with it? For me, I'm happy with it. Why? Because you have um, Cucurella in front of him. He's the number one left back, in my opinion. All sentiments aside, Chilwell has been decent for Chelsea. Unlike some other people, I don't just hate Chilwell. I don't want him out of the team just because, but Cucurella has been better. And Chilwell, though he has had some decent spell for Chelsea, he has been um, beset with injuries. Same, just similar to Reece James as well. So he's been beset with injuries. Every now and again, he's been out injured, never been really truly available. And Cucurella has proven that he can also invert, um, play as an inverted left back, or rather left back who inverts into the midfield, which is something Maresca likes. And from sort of the resume or profile of Renato Veiga, he showed that he will be able to invert comfortably into that midfield as well. Because what we're hearing, at least the reports we're getting, is that Maresca is not looking just to invert on the left wing or the right wing. He wants to be able to invert both fullbacks. Wants to be able to invert both fullbacks. Now, some people might say, okay, why don't you stick to what you've done? So what worked so well for you at Leicester? But for me, I'm happy with that because your philosophy as a manager can remain the same, but the way you apply it needs to be dynamic, especially when you're coming to a much tougher league in the Premier League. So let's see how that shakes out. Happy so far, so he'll be announced pretty soon. And then there's this news that people, I'm sure majority of Chelsea fans have been dying to hear. This is not any way formal, this is not official. But according to Tutto Mercato, an Italian outfit, Chelsea have sort of agreed a fee for the transfer of Romelu Lukaku from Chelsea to Napoli. And that would be for, is it 38 million euros with an initial base fee of 26 million euros, and the rest to be in bonuses and add-ons. So, and that is good news for a lot of Chelsea fans. And for me, I just want this to end and for him to move on. But for me, unlike a lot of Chelsea fans, I don't completely blame Lukaku for everything that happened at Chelsea. It just didn't work out. For starters, he has initial blame in my book is having that interview with the Italian outfit, because it shows a lot of gall and some level of disrespect, rather a high level of disrespect, to um, invite the media or the media from Italy and have them in your home in England, to conduct that interview. That means you really, really want to get something off your chest, and that was not the time to have it done as well. And I sort of heard, maybe I'm not too certain about it, that the outfit asked him if it should be released, and he gave his A-OK. So that was not smart on his part. But there are other circumstances that affected his tenure at Chelsea. And this is why, for me, I'm all about the badge in front of the shirt, not the name at the back of the shirt, not the manager in the dugout. I'm all about the badge in front of the shirt, not the name behind the shirt. That's what I'm all about. So, because I know some people are married to coaches and can't criticize them, I can appreciate what the coach does. I can appreciate what Tuchel did for Chelsea. Came when Chelsea were struggling under Lampard, took over, and then got us to the Champions League final, and indeed win the Champions League final, as well as getting us to multiple domestic cup finals as well. But one thing that he got wrong was one. I keep this interview is clear and vivid in my mind. There was an interview he gave saying Lukaku had played so many games because we all know it started well for Lukaku initially at Chelsea. It started well. So um, he gave that interview to say Lukaku has been playing a lot of games. He shouldn't be going for international break. He should rest. And then Lukaku goes for international tournament for the international break with Belgium, comes back, and now one would expect, because Tuchel has said all the metrics, all of his medical staff, his team of experts have said Lukaku has played too many games, he should rest. And then he didn't rest him and played against Malmo, a team that we had the squad and the players enough to defeat without Lukaku. He played Lukaku. Lukaku got injured in that game. And then Lukaku did not play for a long while. There were games where Lukaku could have come back and boost his confidence against Norwich. I remember that game clearly. Lukaku did not play. I didn't think he even made the team against Burnley, where missed a lot of chances. I remember Kai Havertz now the one that Arsenal feels like is the golden boy, missed a lot of chances for Chelsea against Burnley, and Lukaku didn't come out to play, and then the way the whole team was playing around Lukaku, I think Tuchel, who should have been the leader and sort of the father figure to guide everyone right, just allowed team to spiral out of control. You had players not really playing for the striker, because maybe I'm dating myself, but there was a time when the team played for a striker, So with all that happening, it just felt like it was never going to work. Lukaku was on the bench, even when we didn't have an out-and-out striker. He had Kai Havertz, and like I said, there was one interview. The moment Tuchel made that statement I'm going to say right now, I knew it was cutting for Lukaku. He said, I'm paraphrasing, because journalists asked him about a striker or Lukaku or something, or to that regard, to that effect. He said, maybe we play without a striker, which is he was shifting away, and that's where he went into researcher brain, a researcher mindset, as opposed to a coach mindset. So for me, while Lukaku has a large share to play, a large portion of the blame to bear, because what was the point of the interview? What was the point of allowing that interview to air? Especially when you got back into the team against Aston Villa, I just tell them I don't need this to come out. And these are things that you do, probably when you're done, your career is done and dusted, you can now write a memoir or have it in your autobiography, and then the world, you sell the book, make lots of money, and the world can read. But all in all, it's not worked out here. He's been on loan to Roma. Was a decent loan, wasn't super impressive, was a decent loan, and Napoli, because Conte has always wanted him to play with him, because he was under him in Inter Milan. He played very well, and then it seems like now he might be joining him if this reports to be believed. But something speaks to me, there's something that I need to point out right here. This is a layup. This, in basketball terms, is a layup. This is an opportunity that the Chelsea hierarchy are missing out on. I'll say it again. This is an opportunity the Chelsea hierarchy are missing out on. Victor Osimhen wants to leave Napoli. Napoli wants him to leave. Conte under Napoli, Napoli under Conte wants Romelu Lukaku. Why not do a deal? And the reports are that Napoli want to, or are open to reducing, the buyout clause fee, from 130 million euros to about 100 million euros, which I think is about 80 something, 85 million pounds or thereabout. They're willing to do that, and that was a layup. If the price was the issue, and that's why you have not gone for Victor Osimhen initially, now they are willing to negotiate. You can offer up Lukaku maybe £50 million, and you have Victor Osimhen. Now, I want to point this out. People are just come with all sorts of criticisms about Victor Osimhen, but I'll say this: Victor Osimhen under Conte will score tons and tons of goals, and then by next season, would any team that would get the services would have to pay upwards of £100 million. Mark my words, that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen if Victor Osimhen stays in Napoli till next season, because he's just the type of character that Conte likes. He plays with intensity, he plays with aggression, he sacrifices his all on the pitch, and then he also has the end product. So let's see how it goes. So at this point, we come to the end of today's video. I hope you click the notification bell so you are notified each time I post a video, and so subscribe as well, smash the like button. Hopefully we'll see you on the next video.